everyone, my name is Allison Kay, and today I'm updating you guys on what happened with my MRI that I had this past Wednesday. So I had an MRI. I had never had one before. By the way, today I'm drinking water as cute mug. I'll put coffee in it, I'll make coffee later, but right now I just need to get hydrated. So I put water in here, make myself drink it, and then I can make coffee. So anyway, but I had my MRI on Wednesday, and I had never had an MRI before, so it went really well. All things considered, I got to the hospital plenty early, got checked in again, and then, yeah, waited for my MRI. They took me back, got changed into some gowns, and they gave me, like, scrub-style, like, pants, basically, or, like, whatever, just hospital patient pants, and with a drawstring. They were huge, so I just, like, cinched them up, and then, that's what it's like to cinch them up, and then I put on one of my gowns, and then they gave me another one to wear, like, as a jacket over the first gown so that my back wasn't just, like, exposed, and just for warmth because it's wintertime. Even though you're in the hospital, it's still kind of chilly sometimes. So anyway, I put my gowns on, and then they took me in, and I laid down, and they put me in the machine, and people keep talking about open and closed MRI machines. I don't know what that means exactly. I think mine was just in a machine. It was kind of like a cone, actually, and like my head was over here, my feet were down here, was how they had me in it, and they just like slid the part that I was on into the machine, and then they did a few things, and then I came out a little bit more, and then they did a lot more of the imaging. So anyway, that happened, and then they had to do contrast, so they had to inject some contrast into my arm, and that's fine. That they did more images, and then I was all said and done and got to go home after that. So and I was a little nervous, but mostly I was just nervous to mess up the MRI, that, like, you know, because it's a really expensive thing to do, I didn't want to just, like, waste the opportunity, and I really want answers. And so yeah, it all went well though, and then I went home, and the next day, Thursday, I was at work I normally don't work on Thursdays, but I was filling in for someone else, and I got a call from my OB doctor, their office, and I missed the call, so I saw they left me a voicemail, and I was like, what? I didn't expect results so soon. They told me at the hospital that I should call my doctor in 2 or 3 days and ask for the results. Well, instead, the very next day, I get a voicemail from my doctors saying they have the results. It was like 24 hours later, and I was honestly taken by surprise. I was really, really shocked that they had the results at all. I mean, I called them right away because I wanted to know what was going on, but it was really scary to me, honestly, to get the results and to know what's going on, because, to preface this, if you don't know, I was waiting to see if I had a septate uterus or a bicornuate uterus. Now, septate uterus, you have a uterus with a lining down the middle that kind of, makes it into 2 cavities. And that's what they said I had at first, but then they weren't sure if it was that or the bicornuate uterus, which is more of a heart-shaped uterus, where your uterus has 2, like, horns at the top, 2 separate areas that it goes off to, and it's not round at the top like a normal uterus would be. So we're trying to figure out which one it was. And if it's a septate uterus, I'll need surgery. And if it's a bicornuate uterus, I don't need surgery. So it was just like, to find out if I need surgery or not, like, all I had to do was call my doctor back. And so that was really scary to me. And to have surgery, the idea of that would just be so crazy. So I called my doctor back, the office. I talked to the scheduler, and she said that at first my doctor thought I had 2 separate uteri, and that is a thing. You can look it up, where people sometimes have 2 uteri, but then my doctor, after looking at it more, hopefully knows that I have a septate uterus, which is where there's the lining down the middle. So that means I need surgery, and that's really scary to me. I don't, I've never had surgery. I've had, like, braces. I've had, like, orthodontic work. I've had the MRI. I had an upper GI thing done when I was young, but that's like an imaging thing. That's like kind of like an MRI. It's not like a, it's not like a surgery by any means. I've never had anything surgical done. Dental work is the closest I can come to. So for me, it is scary to know that I'll be having a surgery. So I have a pre-op appointment in less than 2 weeks at this point as of filming, and so I will also be hopefully getting in contact with a specialist soon so that we can get into a surgery, get things figured out. So I'm nervous, but at this point I don't know exactly when the surgery will be, and so I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying not to get afraid or scared, and really I just need to dig into my faith at this point and trust God. And I do trust Him, and I do know that this is the best option because I didn't completely look into things because I didn't know for sure what I had. But if I had had a bicornuate uterus, I know that there would have been a risk of a baby being stuck in a breech position, needing a C-section, those kind of things. And that's totally fine. If I had a healthy baby and we could get it out in a healthy way, that's fine, even if that's a C-section. But to have kind of a normal uterus and not worry about preterm labor or anything like that would be really good. So at this point, the next steps are talk to my doctor, get in with the specialist, schedule the surgery, have the surgery, recover from the surgery, and then start trying again. So I don't know when the surgery will be, if it'll be in like 3 or 4 weeks, or if it'll be, a month and a half, 2 months away. Hopefully not. That would be kind of unfortunate in my own opinion. I really would like to have the surgery sooner so that I can recover and then start trying again. But yeah, I would say the earliest I'll be trying is probably May would be the soonest that we'll get to try again. So, and that puts us at having a kid into 2020. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I am nervous, but I'm really happy to know what's going on. I don't want to talk forever. I think I've covered things pretty decently well at this point. But let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, and definitely I would ask for prayers, just going into this new section of things. Yeah. I keep seeing people announcing that they're pregnant, and it's like, I'm so excited for them, but it does still kind of feel like, oh, okay, like I was pregnant, I would have been pregnant right now if things had gone well. But I really believe that it's all in God's timing, and that this is how things are supposed to go, and so it's all part of His plan, and I trust Him. He created the universe, so I trust Him with my life. Why wouldn't I? Anyway, so it's a snowy day here, and I'm gonna lay low, and maybe I'll get this video up today. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. God bless, and I will see you later. Bye.